What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It is your boy, Terry Stonkers, and welcome to the channel, baby, by the dip. All right, guys, we are going to talk about that ticker symbol MMTLP. That's right, our MetaMaterials preferred share dividend. Surprising you out here with a video. Wanted to bring you these couple little interviews / videos that's out there and how more bullish information on oil and very bullish information on the Permian Basin, which is the torchlight assets where the assets are at in the Permian Basin. So wanted to bring this out to you, show you these videos and these little interviews here. And we're going to go over all this together. We're going to cover this article here as well. But first, let's go in and watch this video.
Crude oil production in the United States is on the rise, but nowhere is that true more so than in the prolific Permian Basin.
Oh man, that is music to the ears right there. Oil is on the rise. Now that's bad. When we go to the gas, we go to the gas station, we put gas in the car, it sucks. But when you hold MMTLP, it's kind of like, man, that makes me feel good because we know we're supposed to get this nice preferred share dividend. They're going to transfer it over to Oilco Holdings. It's going to be hopefully a private company. And once they get this baby sold, we should be getting a nice fat dividend as they predict here. The Permian Basin oil is on fire, not in a bad way, but in a good way. The prices are going up. In return, that's going to help us out. So let's get back here to this.
In fact, the Permian shale play reached a record high last month, averaging 4.92 million barrels per day, the Energy Information Administration reported in the latest edition of its drilling productivity report. And the EIA sees output in the Permian climbing ever higher. In January, the EIA sees crude oil production in the Permian reaching 4.996 million barrels per day.
Wow, is all I want to say. That's a lot of barrels per day. I believe ours is 3.2 billion barrels of oil is what's expected to be on the Torchlight Oro Grande Permian Basin. So 3.2 billion barrels of oil. Some oil company is going to want that. I'm telling you, they're going to want it.
In February, 5.076 million barrels per day. To put this in perspective, if the Permian were an OPEC member, these volumes would catapult it into the number 2 position, behind only Saudi Arabia. Production in other shale plays across the United States is also expected to grow, but not by as much as in the Permian. The total shale output.
Another key point, oil is supposed to grow, but not as much as what it's growing in the Permian.
Output of the U.S. is seen rising to 8.44 million barrels daily this month, and to 8.54 million barrels per day in February. While this is lower than total U.S. shale production from before the pandemic, production across all shale plays rose in December. The increases in shale production are largely the result of higher oil prices and tight global supply, which increased the attractiveness for shale producers after a long stint of prioritizing shareholder returns over production increases. If oil prices climb too high, however, it could be bad for the industry by triggering a drilling spree.
All right, so there you go. That's one thing we don't want to happen, is we don't want a drilling spree. We do not want that to happen because it's kind of like the gold rush. Everyone finds gold, gold goes crazy. Everyone goes, digs up all the gold and it's all gone. So we don't want that to happen to oil. We don't want oil prices to go too high, but we do want them to go. So this article here was from Friday the 21st, and you can see oil prices fall back despite bullish predictions. And this article here, I'm going to put this article down in the pinned comments so you guys can go check out this article. You can get a lot of great information on these charts. It's going to be a little hard to see all these charts here on the video. But here you can see leading investment banks issued their outlooks for 2022 this week. Both Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley expecting crude oil prices to hit $100 per barrel this year as oil inventories continue to EBB further the OPEC and spare capacity falls. These reports drove ICE Brent price to 90 per barrel mark the first time since 2014. And here you can see, I'm not going to go into everything down here, but I just want to kind of cover some of the key things. And it says by Friday, global benchmark Brent traded around 88 per barrel, while WTI was trading around 85 per barrel. So look at this here. Here's all these categories that go. U.S. Congress has another big go at oil. Med supply disrupted by Cayenne pipeline explosion. And there's this a lot of great information down here talking about other oil companies and stuff. So that's why I wanted to definitely just let you guys know here what's going on and share this little video with you. And I'm going to put, like I said, this down in the pinned comments. All right, this is going to be a quick one here on the Fox Business I found for you guys. This was, well, I hope it didn't lose my spot there. No, don't lose my spot.
Finds that voters prefer the Republican.
All right, it was like 3 minutes. Hang on a second.
There were
Congressman last year. Conflicts of interest. President also got money.
Is terrible. I believe all this.
Sorry,
the whole
guys.
world out of week long, and that's why you see the numbers you do. People are not stupid.
Do you think
they realize?
All right, so here we go. I think we're getting close to it. This is where this gentleman and Maria is talking about oil prices and how the Biden administration, not getting into the politics of it, but, the country's kind of going in a bad place with inflation, with prices going up on everything. But on the flip side of that, for us being in MMTLP and us wanting oil to go up, he is definitely helping oil to go up. So that is one plus that I can say. I'm not liking much of anything else that's going on in the economy, but I am happy to see as a MMTLP shareholder that the price of oil is going up. And this here is talking about the oil risk price rise as Putin inches into Ukraine. Russia is the world's second largest oil producer. So let's get into this here.
Something's going on. They don't like it.
Do you think Joe Biden has any answers for the inflation, skyrocketing numbers, oil prices? We spoke with former House Speaker Newt Gingrich yesterday on these poll numbers and the fact that more people are leaning to the right as a result of this. Here's what he said about what this means for the midterms coming up.
When Trafalgar came out with a poll this week that the Republicans may be ahead by 57-42 in terms of who you're going to vote for Congress, that would be a landslide that would take you back probably to 1920 to have a Republican Congress that was that strong. And it would mean probably picking up 6 or 7 seats in the Senate and between 40 and 70 seats in the House.
All right, so just a quick summary there. You can see with the way that the Biden administration is going, it's creating a lot of inflation. Like I said, that's kind of bad. But the good side is that oil is going up in price as well. The demand is there. Now, on the flip side of this, you're seeing where they're doing the polls right now. I think it's 200 some days to do the next vote for the seats in the House and Congress. And it's looking like the Republicans are going to possibly take it back over. So once they get back in there, they're going to have a lot of work to do and getting the economy back, hopefully back to just normal, where prices aren't going up, where our inflation ain't going up percents every freaking time the CPI data comes out and things like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring you these quick updates, guys. Keep you bullish on the oil prices. Like I said, I covered in yesterday's video here about how the CEO of ConocoPhillips sees more oil industry consolidation, and he's very bullish. He says here, Lance is bullish on the price of oil. He said this Monday at this Argus America's Crude Summit in Houston. This right here. Right there's the article, guys, where he talks about it. You can get on here and check it out. Like I said, I had all this down in the pinned comments. So, that's all I got for y'all today. Hope you all enjoyed everything. If you did, smash thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm. And check out those links down below, man. It helps us YouTubers out in these tough times. So I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.